All right, welcome guys. We appreciate everybody coming tonight. I think you're going to enjoy the session that we've got. It's just going to be a real educational experience for everybody that likes to see how things are designed, and Warren is going to give an excellent presentation on it. So we'll get started with that as quick as we can. Got to do a little business to begin with. Need to tell you about the emergency exits. You'll see the signs up here, back there, here, and the restrooms are to the back corner. You'll see drink machines if you want to drink. If we don't have something you want, there are drink machines back there. The restrooms are back there as well. Be sure and silence your phones. I think I have to silence mine as well. Okay, I'm silenced now. So. And all those who are on Zoom, if you have a question, just go to the chat section and ask a question. You can type it in, and we will try to get to it during this session, try to get an answer for you. So with that, we will move on to the next segment. Okay. On the club business, we have a few things that we've got to attend to. John, do you want to say anything about the upcoming QSO party?
There's a slide.
Oh,
just go through the slides.
All right. I didn't know. I didn't see any more slides. I can read that.
There you go. Which slide, Steve?
All right. All right, our agenda you can see up here is going to be club business, operations, the KeyCAD electronic design automation suite for schematic and printed circuit board layout. And then we'll adjourn. Next. All right, I already welcomed everybody, but I'll welcome you again. Be sure that if you don't have a badge, go to our website and get you a badge. Hats, shirts, we've got everything squared away where you can actually get your material fairly quickly. So now's a great time to order something. Also, if you haven't read e-news, go to our site and look up e-news and read it, because there are some very good articles that are written in our e-news. It'll kind of give you an update about what's going on in the club and what has gone on. Okay, we have probably some new members. You can see these are all the current board members. I'm not going to read all this out. You guys can see it. They're also listed on the website. Some of the appointed committee members may not be on our website. All the board members are, but you can look at that. We've added a couple members to our executive committee, and if you'll notice, one of the things that we've done, we've added Ted Macklin for the MART. We've also we've got on our let's see, the Elmore coordinator. That's what I was looking for. John Hathcott is now working with all the new hams, and if you've got a question about anything, he's trying to attend all of the VE sessions and hooking up with all the guys that have taken the test. And if any of the new hams need to know something, call John, and John will work it out. He'll get you in contact with just the right person to get you answers. Tell you a little about the Science Teachers Association Conference. We went to a conference in Peachtree City this past Thursday and Friday, and it was Martha, myself, and we had Daryl down with the satellite system. And if you read the e-news, it'll tell you a lot about that. I'll just tell you fairly quickly. We're trying to get as many people engaged into ham radio at the very beginning as we possibly can. We figured if we go to the teachers and can hook in with the schools early and try to get these radio systems in their hands, plus educate the teachers about ham radio in today's world, then it's going to make a big difference about how ham radio grows. Most of them, it was very interesting. I took an iPad that was connected to my Flex 6600 at the house and had the iPad setting up beside a geochron, which shows all the space station moves. And when the teachers looked at it, they said, "What is that?" And it was all up and running. You could see the screen with all the signals. And I said, "Well, that's today's ham radio." And they said, "Well, we thought ham radio was a big box with a bunch of tubes in it." I said, "Well, no. Actually, we've kept up with the world, believe it or not, and sometimes we've had something to do with designing that world." I said, this is the current ability in ham radio. And I said, this is a remote system going to another location. And so they were all totally surprised. They all wanted to take pictures of it so they could take it home and show it to their husbands and their grandfathers and everybody else that had anything to do with ham radio. They wanted them to see what was going on in the ham radio world. We had people come by that had license and let them lapse and said, "I'm getting back into it. I'm going to go back and renew my license." So it was overall a very good session. We think that we're going to have a lot of teachers that will attend a class that we're going to put on here at the end of June to teach them about ham radio and every other way that they can contact people, like FT8. They're going to all get to build a robot and then teach them how to program the robot, and they get to take the robot back home with them to their classroom. So it was a very productive session, and we're glad that we went. So if you want to read more about it, go to the news and you'll learn a lot more about it.
Sure. So radio clubs, real quick. We are going to move from Mill Springs Academy. We're going to go pick up the equipment that's up there, that's been up there for a couple of years, and we're going to bring that back. And eventually we're going to get over to the Innovation Academy over in Alpharetta. So that date will be announced when we get it figured out, but that's what the plan is.
Thank you, sir. As you can see, we've got 330 members in our club now, and thanks to Ian and the VE team, they are bringing in new people continually. They had 10 people. Actually, you ended up with 9?
We had 9 show up
Had
Saturday.
9 to come. One couldn't make it, so we had 9 that showed up. We had 8 that passed, and so we've got new members that say they want to participate in the club and be active. So we're looking forward to that, and that's where John will come in and follow up with them. We congratulate any of them if they're on the line here or at the meeting. Be sure if you need to update anything to go on the web and update your information as well. And you may want to go to QRZ and write a little history about yourself. If you've got your license now, update your history so people can know a little bit about you on QRZ. Everybody looks at that to see who each person is and a little bit about their past or their, yes.
No, you can finish it then.
Anyway, that's it. You had something?
Yeah, because I just realized that we didn't do the introduction that we normally do at the beginning of the meetings. It got left off the slide. We won't say who did it, but
Well, hey, we can do the introductions. We will start right here and work that way, all the way across and do introductions. So we start right here with Fred.
Hey, John, make sure that they say they are new if they're new.
Yeah, and if you're new to the club, be sure and say, "I'm new to the club." So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pass this.
My name is Fred, W4FRA, from Roswell, moving to Winston, but hope to stay here.
Jim Stevens, KJ4QVT from Woodstock.
Mike Riley, KN4OAK, and anything that goes wrong with this presentation, you might as well just blame me. We'll get it right.
I'm Steve, I'm KS4KJ, and I am not mobile.
I'm Terry, W4YBB from Roswell.
I'm Dan, K4YDL from Marietta.
Congratulations, Dan.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I passed my general on Saturday.
John WE4AUV from Marietta.
I'm George. I'm new. I passed my technician Saturday. I am Kilo Oscar 4 Whiskey Tango Hotel.
I'm Mark. I'm new as well. I passed. I got my number today, or call sign today, KO4WTE.
I'm Mike Claude. It's KW4HX, and I'm from Woodstock.
Tony, WA3TRA, Alpharetta.
I'm Bill, K4YJJ, and I am from Sandy Springs.
Doc, W1DOC from Johns Creek. I'm old.
Steve, KO4VW, Roswell, Georgia.
I'm Ian, NV4C from Roswell.
I'm Will, KO4DFC from Booth.
Wayne, KE4WYU from Alpharetta.
Dave, KO4USA from Milton, Georgia.
I'm Scott, KB4KBS from Crabapple.
I'm Ted, K4MPL from Peachtree City.
I'm Tom, N4NFM from Woodstock.
John, KC4JBJ, Alpharetta.
Great, KN4APC, Marietta.
And I'm Warren Merkel, KD4Z. I'll be doing your presentation in a few more minutes, and I'm from Canton.
John.
Leave both you guys out.
Two important guys.
Yeah, this is Fred, and the call's in for CLA from Roswell, Georgia.
And I'm John, N4TOL from Roswell, Georgia, and there's my slide. And in 8 more weeks is the Georgia QSO party, and we're getting ready to ramp up to get things rolling and to have a lot of fun. Who did the Georgia QSO party last year? And everybody send their scores into the club? That's important. But really, where we find our most enjoyment is to get people on the air, get them learning about using their HF radios, playing contesting. You don't have to be a big contester. You might find, once you start playing, especially in the Georgia QSO party, that you'll like being a contester. Not saying you'll do it all the time. I maybe do a half a dozen a year, but that's one I like to participate in because it's Georgia and it's us, and people call you. You know, a lot of times we turn on our radios and nobody calls us, but in the Georgia QSO party, you throw out your call, you get swamped, and it's kind of fun. So encourage everybody to do it. Why? You get to test out your station and your own skills in operating. It's a good time to get off the couch and actually use your radio and really get some activity. And the club has been fortunate. Some years we win, some we don't. But what we really want to do is set records within the club to have more members participate and at least increase our club scores. So hopefully you'll all put that on your calendar. Like I said, I'll start sending out blasts in the next week. We're ramping it up and putting the teams in place. So thank you. And the NFARL Challenge, does everybody know the NFARL Challenge? That is, besides sending your scores into the Georgia QSO party, we have a little fun individually compiling scores and see who does what on CW, mixed mode, or sideband, and just to have fun within the group. You know, it's all fun, nothing serious.
Thank you, John. That's one of the most fun things that we do in the club. If you do Georgia QSO party one time, you'll do it every time. It's just a lot of fun. So try to do that. And if you need any advice or help, call us. We'll be glad to get you set up so you can participate in it. We talked earlier about clothing. You can go on the line now and you can get these clothes, and they deliver pretty quick now, don't they, Ted?
Yes, sir.
What?
Usually about a week or two.
That's good. So at the most 2 weeks, most stuff will come in a week. So that's really good as far as clothing. We have had some challenges getting our suppliers to work in the past, but Ted's got that worked out now, and so it just worked very well. You can see these are our name patches. Now, John has some patches. If you want some patches, he brought some over here, and you can put those on anything. And we actually have hats that are available. If you want hats without a name on them, we can get those to you immediately. If you want your call sign, it takes a little bit of time to get the embroidery done for your call sign. And of course, this is what our name badge is. You can see everybody with a name badge. Yes, sir.
I have some CPO kits here. People want to buy them tonight.
Okay. Yeah, Mike just said if you want a CPO kit, he has some, and he'll have them here at the table over here, I believe. And you're welcome to buy them, or he's got them here in a box, so it's not a problem. So just go over here if you want a CPO kit to take home and build. Yes, sir.
What's a CPO kit?
Okay, it is a code practice oscillator. That's what it is. In case you want to know what CPOs, it's a code practice oscillator, so you can practice doing code. That was something that Jim, W4QO, and Warren worked out some time ago. Okay, upcoming events. I'll turn it over to Mr. Randall and let you take the show.
All righty. You can see we've got the Dalton Ham Fest coming up here on the 26th. Everybody needs to come and check us out there and see what they can find, add to their shack, or maybe to lighten their load. Might be a good place to take some things and get rid of them as well.
Wear your club shirts.
Wear your club shirts. If you don't have club shirts and you want them before then, you better order them as soon as you get home. All right, as John said, we've got the Georgia QSO party coming up. John says we win it sometimes and sometimes we don't. Well, we want to win it this year for sure, and we want everybody to participate and turn their scores in. And I was a brand new ham last year. I was working with K4 MPM as a team, and we won our class. And you can do that as well. So we want to see everybody do well in the Georgia QSO party and make a bunch of contacts and make us win. The 45th anniversary of North Fulton Amateur Radio League is now, and I brought a cake here tonight to help celebrate that. And we want to thank the early members of this club. The founder is sitting. One of the founders is sitting right there, Terry Joyner. Terry, you want to stand up? We'll get a good picture of Terry. And then Fred Moore, not too far behind him over there. I guess these are our original members of North Fulton Amateur Radio League. And without what these guys did through the years and their hard work, we wouldn't be here right now. Also, in honor of W4QO and also in honor of the achievement that's been made by people within the club, we brought back the W4QO Code 10 Award. This is for people who have jumped out there and made their first 10 CWQSOs on their own. And these people some of them are here tonight, and I would like to give them their certificates. We have one fellow that's not here. I'll start with him. I saw him on the screen earlier. Dave Price, W4 QDV, has far surpassed 10.
He's waving.
He's waving. Dave is a senator with the Long Island CW Club now. So this one is long overdue, and we'll get this one to him. We also have another one here for WA3 TRA, Tony Santora. Tony?
All right, Tony.
There you go, Tony. You got to get your picture too. Don't run away. Get your picture taken. Hold it up there. All right, we have another one here. Will Johnson, KO4 DFC. And last here but not least, the one that's in the lead of all of these guys right now and made more QSOs, John Hathcock. Thank you so much, John. These guys have not only made their 10 QSOs, they're out there working CW. They're not doing this assisted with somebody on the other end waiting for them. They're doing it the real and the right way, so congratulations to these guys.
Thank you for everything you're doing for us, Steve, and all you guys that are learning CW. We definitely need you at field day and all of our QC parties. That's big points. So keep on doing CW and attend all of our programs. So we just appreciate the hard work you're putting in.